Making sure you guys can hear me. Test, test. Okay, yeah. I want to make sure you can see me streaming. Nope, not that. Good, we are live. I usually want to start off with a shot of Hellboy. I wonder why I can see that cube. Hello, J-Dogs. Give me 1 sec to plug the stream in the correct channels. Alright, and then go to the good subreddits. Link, paste, post. Done. Let me do the same thing for Hellboy. Welcome in, guys. And we're gonna expand or continue along the track that we were on yesterday, or last stream. I'm not 100% sure if it was yesterday. But we are gonna continue. Hello, number 1. So that means we wanna... Oh, heck yeah, Jordan. My parry's looking clean, but one thing I wanted to do is make this UI, this health bar, a little less chunky, so it's not as obscuring, I suppose. I want it to be a little cleaner. So we're gonna locate the health bar. Right. Hello, Alex. Hello, Jordan. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm not sure if I said hi to Jordan, that's why I said it twice. Alright, vertical alignment, we're gonna go with bottom. And now, you might be wondering, how am I gonna scale this? So, I'm just gonna make it thinner and longer. Hey, Easy, what's up? I think I learned a lot from Sam, and I haven't really done a parry since. And I realized my tag usage was so kind of weird. We want this to be centered the same way, or aligned, I should say. So we're gonna move it down. And now we're gonna do the same thing where we shrink it and then make it about the same length. Alright, now we're gonna do the same thing to the stun bar. Now the stun bar is typically empty. So I'm actually gonna have to go fight this guy. To like wake the logic up so that I can edit it. So first we are going to start with the background, and we're just going to do the same thing where we align it, but we're going to align it to the top this time. Leave a little bit of a gap. And then we want to make it smaller. And then just as long as the health bar for some congruency. It could be longer. Okay, that looks good. And then we're gonna do the same thing to the stun meter. Make sure the alignment is correct. Align it to the top, and then we're gonna move it up, shrink it. And it's gonna be a little difficult. Actually, no. Dreams is pretty easy. And we're gonna make sure that the max length is the same length as the bar. Now he's ready for a takedown. All right. Oh yeah, Jordan. I want to show you the parry, the new parry. It's for the most part, it's working pretty well. And then now something else is that light attacks cannot interrupt enemies unless they're like low on health, like they're already weakened. But heavy attacks can interrupt enemies. If I can land one. But my light attacks... Oh, is he below the health? Alright, I dig that, but now I gotta get some logic in place to make it so that once this enemy is stunned... Hello, Will and Bill. I am gonna be working on executions. The first part of that, I guess, is making sure that Hellboy's logic is able to tell there's an execution available. So for me, there's a bunch of stuff happening when the enemy is stunned, right? So these are preventing conflicts. This is kind of resetting and exiting stun. I should switch these so the nodes are cleaner. That's the cooldown. This is really on startup. Oh, thank you, Carlos. That's the effect. What is that for? Oh, that's the icon. Emid seriously wants to change this icon. So we're gonna get it closer. I had an idea for it, so we're just gonna do R3. And we're gonna put it in a circle. Alright, hang on. There's a way I could do this. Yeah, there we go. What is with the... Hello? Is the... Why is that not working? That's annoying. And I wanted there to be an outline. But that's throwing me off. Probably use 56. I think that's the one I like, right? No. 50. Oh, nice. Hello, Brandon. We'll just keep that default for now. Oh, where'd you go? Let's get rid of that for now, so the prompt isn't the exact same. Why not go out and do the giant 3D rotating? Oh, like above his head? Should I just put like a legit analog stick? Maybe. I wanted this to look cleaner though. The circle thing is kind of bothering me, but we'll see how it looks. Hello, Jumping Juju. The launch mechanic is not working though. Can I add more health for Hellboy? If you can make a case for it, maybe I'll consider it. So first thing, I'm gonna have to add kind of like a offer and acceptance type, like chip relationship between an enemy that has an execution available and Hellboy. I don't remember how you set it up in Sam, Jordan, but I'm just gonna kind of make an offshoot of my interaction chip. It might be a waste of thermo. Ah, I just defeated the first boss. I was playing it earlier today, actually. Interesting stuff. I like the long gun usage. The way they implemented like quick fire with the gun and slow fire, I thought was really cool. And then especially the haptics on the trigger when you're reloading, you can't shoot. That was really cool. So we want a few things, right? The main thing for Hellboy to detect an execution. First, we're gonna need to put logic in a chip. Did I get the zappy block? No, I did not. Wait. Was that the is that what it sounds like a block? Or is that an upgrade so that I saw an upgrade had like blue electricity, but I wasn't sure what it was. I never like saw it after I bought it. So we'll put a chip down. Right, we'll put this guy way closer for interactions, this guy for executions. Or I'll put stun move. I was dying for a block button, and then I got one. Okay, say less. Stun grab. Oh, dang it. I should have played a little bit more. Oh, maybe I should put a skull icon above the enemy. Oh no, that's what we did in Sam, right? Alright, first thing we need. Hellboy needs to detect the closest. And now, I kind of want to implement... I do like in God of War Ragnarok. Though they might have gotten it from another game, that once you click the button and you're looking at the enemy, Hellboy or Kratos will just run, like sprint, ignore everyone else, and just run right to it. I updated Guts' dodge after playing that. I'm liking it. Nice. Oh, followers do go for the closest one, right? Maybe. Okay. So we'll call this available. Oh, right-handed Doom icon. I like that. Alright, so if we detect available stun grab. Okay, yeah, we need to think about the parameters in order to trigger this. So there'll be 3 states. Default, A is doing nothing, or when it's not active. B is getting in position for the stun grab, and then C will be the actual stun grab itself, right? And these honestly could just be done in 2. So I might... No. This is fine. So we need inputs, right? What are our inputs going to be? 1, I think we'll be able to do it from the follower. No, the follower will be during the chase. So we do need to detect the tag over here. And then let's throw get in position into a chip. Oh, say less. Say less. I did see you texting about that. Okay, we don't need a tag. We need a zone to detect the tag. We want to make sure we're set to tag. And it should just be available stun grab. Yeah. And if we detect an available stun grab, the zone will be decently sized. And for the most part, I'm gonna put it a little bit in front of you, just because I figured that's what will be more common. Like, I don't want you to know that you stunned an enemy, like, you should have to look at them. Sorta. I might end up connecting that zone to the camera, who knows. So, if you have an available stun grab, and you press R3. Put us in state B. State B we will rush to the available stun grab. And I am not going to have any strength in Y. I don't want Hellboy floating off the ground because of it. I did. That was like a whole stream, honestly. Like a while ago. Now let's check his sprinting speed to make sure it feels about right. Typical ground movement, sprint, post parameters. That's confusing. Camera change. .5, so we will sprint at them like he's gonna kill him at 8. Alright. We'll see that. And then we'll have a tiny zone in here. We'll make sure the follower, that should be closer to the ground. Nope, not Hellboy. The follower. Nope. Put that there. And then we'll honestly copy the same thing. Let's make sure these gizmos line up. And they do. So once we find that, we're just gonna enter the next stage, and the next stage will be nothing. For now. I just want to make sure it's possible. Hang on. Did I set my follower up? Ha. That was gonna cause me a bunch of anguish later. Right. Alright. So now we... Good, I should be in state C. Hang on, let me close down this guy's logic. Am I in state C? Good, I am in state C. But we need some parameters, I notice, when we're in state B. So... I could do this with a variable. A variable might be easier, but right now we're just going to turn on a keyframe, call it no conflicts. You won't be able to do, honestly, anything when you start an execution because it's kind of like a cutscene. Or I might just disable controls. I think I have a thing for that, right? Journal, disable controls, solid. But I might just make it stun grab. Hang on. For now, we'll do disable controls. Eventually, I'm sure I'll make a... Let me make sure the name of it. Yes, it is. I don't use it as much as I should. I should honestly just put a switch in here and just flip that switch. Wireless receiver, disable controls. I just need to make sure. Is it capital? Yeah. Disable controls. Just a little dot of that. I just want to make sure that's scene wide. Yes. Okay, so while I'm doing that, I should disable controls. Maybe I have a keyframe in here that turns off my combat if it's not already turned off. Good. Alright, while we're in this, we also want to disable running. I guess we want to disable combat in general. Also no D-pad select. Sorry, I'm thinking this one at a time. Straight up, no combat. We do want there to be a sprint, so I'm wondering if this mode could trigger sprint. But I might make it its own sprint, to be honest. No conflicts. Disable that. Crouch is already disabled. Frill, on-ground movement, no journal. We do want the stun grab, we want the health bar. Definitely no jump. No dodge. And then controls are already disabled. I think I need some parameters for this run. All right, let's make them. Oh, I should also turn to face the guy too. That should be fast enough. And we're gonna take this. Nope. Available stun grab. I kind of just want to put a switch in to make the enemy immediately stunned as soon as it senses Hellboy. Can I do that? Nah. Not bad. But we want to make it intense. So do we have a pose and parameters chip? Pose. Oh, I had the text. Turn that on as well. Is that on? Okay, good. And I guess I gotta check me running, right? But I should probably, let's see, let's just have this turned on. I will have a max range for this guy. Way less. Run? He should be running, right? He's heading there at 8. I know this looks goofy. Where's the arm? Alright. We want our pose to be much scarier. He'd have to move the right hand. Jordan, have I not shown you? I guess I could make it an alternate attack, though. So if you spam quick fire with the gun, he does get into that cowboy pose. It's not as functional as Evil Dead or Evil West. Oh, dang, hang on. Oh, that's not bad. Let's give him some foot separation. And I guess he should be looking forward. And then I want some. Yeah, there's a really good bounce to that. Although I thought, well, okay, we'll see. We'll see. I'll have to take another look at it. Alex, have you played Evil West? You know, I actually have a keyframe for that, Jordan, for Hellboy. In his sprint, this keyframe holds his arm in place, or his hand. Alright, let's go turn these on. So, if you, Hellboy has actually has to turn it off. I have a stream thing that turns off his gun. So, I have the gun equipped. Actually, whatever thing I have, I tap the left trigger, and then if I do it fast enough, I just have him hitting the hammer with his, like, the index finger. Right. Not bad. I think 8 was a little too fast. .5 rotate. Let's add a bit of a shaky cam, right? No, that's not a camera. Camera shaker. Alright, let's hope it's not annoying. Right now, I do not have plans for a tail attack. That would be too difficult to animate. Well, I mean, there might be a way, but right now, no plans. I'm not going to say it's not possible. I should zoom in and force the camera to look at the enemy. And we can split the difference. 25. Yeah, I got a minuscule tail. What does prehensile mean, Jordan? Um, oh yeah. I know in the Del Toro movie he was able to like lift a 6 pack of beer with it, but I bet that took like years of practice. And that doesn't mean his tail is necessarily durable. Oh yeah, okay. It's dexterous, but it's not durable, I would say. Yeah, in the comics he has a constant curl, but like I've never seen him like offensively use it. That would be cool for sneaking though. You could grab something, cause a distraction with the tail, like push something. Interesting. I might have to expand my stealth mechanics. What was I doing? Oh, the camera. We want to force a look at. I'm not entirely sure how to do that, but I do know I can change the camera pretty easily. All right. And I probably want some of this. And then we'll have a bit of a fade out. And how do we want to change the camera? We usually want to lower the field of view so that it seems like it's a more shallow shot. So we'll take this down to 40 and then get that camera closer. But I hope that's not too much. I'll probably lower the offset. What is it? 94? We'll change it to 74. Now I feel like I gotta put this thing right on this enemy. Or a little more. So that means I should move my follower a little out. And we'll turn the grid back on so that it matches where the zone is. Not bad. I wonder if I should put some sort of sound effect. I guess once we get here, we should trigger the thing itself, right? And I guess in this setting too, we gotta disable controls. That'll be over here. I have a new chip for the stun grab. Now I kind of have a loose idea for one, like an animation. And I guess that's what we'll be trying to do. So I'm probably gonna have a randomizer to just make room for future ones. But right now, we are gonna have it set to the weight for 100 is all the way up, so it'll always do the first input. And I guess the first one will be... Oh no, that is a new sound effect. The crack was like, I should save that good crack for the actual execution animation. I want to bring that camera lower and closer when he's running, because like that, the fight isn't the focus anymore. He's focused on this one enemy. So I'll wonder see what happens if we just get rid of that. Bring it in. Up the aperture. Not bad. Dang, I should have checked. So A will be our main thing, right? And there's gonna be an animation in here. But before that, we need parameters in the stun grab. So anytime this is done, we want to completely get rid of procedural. Disable procedural. Turn that on. And I guess we'll grab the same conflicts. We'll put on no conflicts actually over here. And we're just gonna do that. Don't need as many wires. No conflicts, so it's the same all around. Make sure editing, go into our puppet settings, no procedural walk, no look around, no nothing. And we always want to restart our timelines. This animation, I imagine, will probably be like 4 seconds long. But we'll give ourselves 6 seconds of like for recovery. I don't know how long it's going to take to get out of it. But we're going to start with a action recorder. And I'm just going to do Hellboy stuff first, right? First thing I generally do is get him into a ready pose. Make sure his feet are there. I'm right now like touching all the areas I think I'm going to use to make this ready pose. Step away. We are starting the building blocks of it. And I have a rough idea for one. So it's going to start with like a good like gut punch. And if the enemy is in that dazed position, it might be like a mid-torso punch. But I just wanted something that's generally easy to start with. Start here. Now we need an anticipation frame for that first hit. So a few frames later, we are getting ready to hit with our right hand, so we want to put our right side back. And don't judge the poses right now. They will get better. I just hope that whenever I do try to touch these up, it doesn't suck. Like with the action recorder. I hope it's not on games. First one will actually have 0 fist. Next one will have full fist. Hellboy's an amateur model. He'll get better with experience. Oh, yeah. Man, where are the animators, right, Jordan? Alright, let's get stuff for his right hand. No. Of Doom. Left. 0. Oh. The claw is what I want. Oh, the feral. I consider my animations mid at best. You killed Project Sam, though. And then a lot of your grit stuff is really solid, too. The Berserk is good, too. Don't worry. Don't worry. And I guess for the anticipation, we kind of want to we want to hunker down a little bit for that, so we'll get a little low. Huh, huh. Now, Emmett would be like, exaggerate those poses, man. Alright, that's a decent anticipation. Now we're gonna go forward a little bit more. And what does it look like when we hit the enemy? Well, first, we want that step to have been taken. So we'll start to rotate a lot of that force. Well, good on you, Jordan. I guess great artists are like extra critical of themselves. And Emmett does stay on my shoulder whispering, even if he's not here. I'm sure he'd be very proud. So we're gonna twist. We're gonna twist. We're gonna twist. Hellboy's really, I guess, digging with this punch. Honestly, I got some idea. I was like, oh man, I wonder if Hellboy could do that when playing Evil West. I was like, that was a decent execution. Sorry, I'm thinking about the body mechanics. Yes, Guts is looking terrific. Alright, so once the enemy's hit right there, Hellboy will start a jump. So we need an anticipation frame for the jump. Alright, sorry. He hits like that. Yeah, and then he'll jump to do like a ground pound. Right? Jordan, we should just collab. Oh, no. I guess Grit is your OC. I was going to say we should collab on like a big handed or a big, like, asymmetrical with a big hand original character. But I guess we are doing that with Grit. But I know But Grits is your, like, original character. A really good one, if I do say so myself. Alright, let's get this jump ready. Focus back up. Want to balance out a little bit. Oh, good stuff, Alex. Oh, I appreciate that. Alright, now what does the peak of this jump look like? That's our next pose. He's going to bring the hammer down. So he jumps, his feet will be off the ground. This foot will be like this. I thought about this a lot. I'm not just coming up with this off the top of my head, for the most part. And he's twisting a little bit, but I still want him to be mostly center. And now there's more twist, right? This is wholesome hour, I tell you. I hope my streams are always a wholesome hour. Damn right. Yes, this is a vibe. See, now this is what I want the last thing the bad guys see. Could you imagine that? Just cut to a black screen, you died. I guess I need to... Is our fragmine going to explode when he... Ah, see? That's more of an effects question. All right, now when he hits the ground, he's gonna be. I'm just gonna grab the heels and the pelvis because those are inverse. Or no, forward. No, these are inverse. I knew what I was saying. So when we come down, we want to like bring the hammer down, right? Now I'm wondering if he's like gonna lay it flat or I gotta see if I can get this to time up. How long did it take you to get the execution animations on Sam, Jordan? Those things are great. Ooh, Golden Army, anyone? Golden Army? Are we recognizing it? All right, so grabs the enemy by the face, and slides into the ground one foot motion. Say less. All right, now I'm gonna have to add time in between each, or yeah, add time. So let's turn the stream one back on. So yeah, so he, boom, something like that, right? Now I'm trying to keep in mind this timeline a lot, so we're gonna space it out a little bit more. That's got to be quick still, but after that, we can really take our time. I'm okay with taking a little bit more time. And then we want to get up after that. So now we want a little bit of a recovery. Right, where we could be sliding back, moving up, standing up. Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I could just. We'll see. We'll see what I do. All right. Or he's still getting up, so it could be like that. This could be more relaxed, coming down. And then we'll do another left foot. Yeah. Left, 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 left. But we're going to empty this footage. Isn't a lot of contact. Oh, fair. Good point. Oh, and then you had to time like the sword hit cutting the head off and emit that. That was crazy. And does the fist get a frame? Oh, yeah, now his stuff is relaxed. Fist of Doom. Relaxed. Good. I gotta make sure there's a channel on everything. Good. And I'll clear this one. Nope. Punch, jump, slam. Oh, heck yeah. I was like, the second I saw how much thermo you saved, I was like, I remember seeing the giant timelines in the project. I think I am saying referencing Avengers when I say bring the hammer down. Like that's how much weight I need it to have. But that's okay. So if this is, we assume this is our animation, it's not going to change too much. Let's get our, this will be our one camera. Right. I don't need to have, do I need to have multiple cameras? I shouldn't, but I might. So let's assume startup camera, punch camera, and then just the last camera. So the first camera, start like this. And the next camera will be over here. Live clone of the weapon. Oh, that's smart. And then this one, I believe, ends up as he's like going for it. And each of these will be on linear. All right, let's see how this test goes. We'll have a node to exit, and then we'll have to make like an answering thing on the enemy, right? But we'll make sure that it's the correct answering one by getting an output from this, making that a variable. Right. Boom. Something like that. Okay, that wasn't terrible. That was not terrible. Now, I kind of want a way to take this out here and solo it. Terrible. So this first one's transition time needs to be like 0. Smart, Jordan. Man, you're a genius too. Oh, wait. Why are all these cameras up here? Oh, because I moved the timeline. Now, if I move them back, will they go back to the right spot? Nope, they're all wrong. Hang on, let's just rewind to before I did this. Wait. Okay, no, that's better. And we are just gonna power it like that. Alright, let's make sure our animation is a little more solid before we do cameras. What was I thinking? I do like the amount of time that there is after the hit, but I feel like the blend could be better. So I'll put that over here. This has become an animation stream, y'all. All of you guys need to be closed. I need to focus. Alright, we might want to put some springiness in that one. We'll see. I might change that to inverse kinematics. And then I think these could all use... That is a little bit weird. What's with that? Why is that taking so long? Well, I guess I go right into the peak. I could add a frame for the like jump start. So maybe his feet are still on the ground a little bit. And how do we get from there? He's probably still gonna have to, like, the weight is probably gonna be bringing it down. Like, it takes a lot of strength for him to. What is this neck doing? No, he's still got to be looking at the bad guy, which is in front of him, I assume. There we go. You want to bring that a little forward. I guess he would keep that hand close if he knows he's going to bend it, right? So yeah, once you make the frame, you'll probably keep it close. It's throwing me off. I want a little more time to start filming yourselves in the backyard again. Yeah, for real. I want a little more time right here. And then I'll probably extend, like there'll be a secondary hit for both of those. Or a secondary hit frame, like for some jiggle. Yeah, that jump gotta be way better. Let's go. I do like that squash and stretch a little bit more. I don't think they should be in the, so we can do a little bit more of a in the air legs, right? Boom, bang. These I think can all get held on a little bit. And then I don't think we need as much time right there, but I think we can hold on those a little bit. Not bad. Sorry, I bend his arm so I can get an idea of how he's moving it. Before he hits the ground. So right here, right? Gotta work on that recovery. Boom. Ta-da. All right. Part of me is wondering if I should do multiple cameras or just animate one camera with a lot of flair. Now, part of me, I probably could even do this in the action recorder, depending on like what I'm changing, right? So we start with it generally behind him. I might as well put it in here. It's really on this hit. Do I want it to be over here? And then we do want it to be a little shallow. And then let's go back to the first hit though. Definitely want it to be. For recovery with something touching the ground, elbows. Gets rid of the duplication. Oh, say less. Thank you, Jordan. Oh, yeah, I noticed that with his feet, right? Hang on. Where is his heels? Left thigh, right heel. Yeah, he's not going through the ground. Oh, he shouldn't be either here. Yeah, that was much better. Alright, and over here, we want there to be Where's the camera? Why are we not seeing it? Alright, let's see how... Oh. Not bad. We should have it hold when they hold, though. Then... hold there. Let's see what this looks like. Ugh. Oh, I was moving. That wasn't bad, though. Dig that. And then we'll just throw some camera shake. General camera shake at first. But on each hit, we'll need it to go crazy. Yeah. Right there. Hang on. Right there. Now we're cooking with Vril. Yes. And then we want another one right there. Something like that, right? I feel like we're kind of getting there. All right, let's see how this looks. Why is my head, is there something physical in his head? Am I tripping? Non-collidable. Non-collidable. Should do nothing. Both eyes. Because it looked like I was non-collidable. Non-collidable. What? Why am I? Do you guys see that, right? Yeah, yeah. What is that? What is going on? I'm wondering if there's like a cube somewhere. Non-collidable. Non-collidable. Why am I interacting with him like that? Alright, let's make the transition better. But I do... Ugh. Now, how do I make it so that when available stun grab is detected, sorry, disable controls. I think maybe when I disable controls, the enemies might get disabled too. I'm trying to think of a way to lock this guy in place. Like, how do I know I'm stun grabbing? Will it be with a variable? Maybe it will be with a variable. But why is the transition in the camera all weird? 1.5. Let's make it less. Let's make it linear. Let's increase the aperture. Boom. Bang. Not bad. Not bad. All right, we see it, right? Right? Wonderful. So, now how are we going to get this guy to know what port to do? So Hellboy will be getting a random one, right? But the enemies will have a chip in their own logic, and they will get an input from Hellboy. Hellboy will be telegraphing, logic-wise, what execution he's doing. So we'll have a variable. Call it stun grab. Stun grab. Minimum will be 0, like he's not stun grabbing, and then maybe the maximum will be 5. I don't know if I'm going to make 5, but I need something a little more manageable than like a 10,000. So here the variable would be modified by this active port number. And I'm thinking that this is going to output a 0. So I need to make sure I add a button to this, or I need to add a calculator or add a value to this to make it greater than 1 when we are stun grabbing. So we'll modify it continuously while powered. I think it'll be continuously while powered on. Oof. Okay. Active port. Output B. No, when we're in output C, that's when we add to this variable. Set. It'll be, what do I name it? Stun grab. So I hit play, nothing happens. Good. That's what we want. And then we'll get the ID from this guy's active port. So hopefully this should be set to 1 when I am stun grabbing. And then this guy will be able to get that stun grab is set to 1. Wonderful. Alright, I know that logic is confusing. Stun grab is set to 1. Good, and this enemy can detect. Why does he think I'm at 0.5? Grab a new variable modifier. Good, stun grab needs to be at that. And then that will inform his decision of what is happening. So I'm still not sure yet on how I'm going to tell which enemy, or how the enemies are going to know which one is getting stun grab. I'm probably going to have to end up using an exclusive gate. That's okay. Uh, so we want to subtract that amount. Calculator. Subtract by the same thing we add. And we plug that into the active port. It should be 0, which makes it A, which is good. Where is the gun? The gun is on Hellboy's hip. I'll probably use that in a stun grab. Hello, Hunter. And then that'll make sure that the enemy kind of does the same thing, right? Where he gets in place. So maybe I have a stun grab enemy position. Right, so in state C, I'll turn on a tag that says, call this enemy stun grab position. I should call it stun grab enemy position, but whatever. Thank you, Jordan. And we'll put this a little bit in front of Hellboy. Actually, we'll align that to the ground. Nope. Nope. Yes. And we can make sure actually that it's in line with the grid. I think they're all lined up. So when this guy's getting stun grabbed, we'll make it so that he's whatchamacallit, following that position, right? Now him rotating is a whole nother deal. And then he'll probably have to look at Hellboy as well. For player. Hello. Position. Good. Actually, I could just make this combat player to make it consistent. All right. Bam. Bam. Boom. All right, so we got that. That's wonderful. Now, stun grab. It's set to 1. 1 should be that. Actually, we'll just make that that. And A will be not being stun grabbed. Very moment. How goes the things? Good for you, Chrome. Go crazy with your dreaming. It's going good. I'm having some fun doing some enemy stun grabbing, I'll say. We're going to get a timeline out here. And we will make these boys match up. And then this will just take me back to state A. Oh, he's about to hit me. That's okay. I need to make sure this is around 5 seconds. I want the animations to match up mostly. But now, we can kind of do that by gonna take this stun grab. I'm gonna pin it over here, and I'm gonna plug this guy's playhead position into this guy's playhead position, so that if I need to animate them, I'll use this. So that way we'll use this guy. So first things first, I did a base one, right? Let's do bam, 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 bam. Toes 2, why not? Turn off puppet mirror. Kinda need to see where Hellboy is. Alright, right here, they need to get... Sadly, you cannot do so in VR. Dang! I'm sorry, sir. Now, this is the hit, right? So he needs to be... Ooh! We'll do both for now. Probably even a little bit of that. And then I'll rotate. And if we're going to continue... So after you get hit, it's kind of got to be... You'll get hit and then launched a little bit, right? But I need to make sure you're on the ground when he goes in for that hit. So right here, you gotta be down, my guy. His body has like a bean-shaped torso. The man is dead. Hellboy will be ending this man. Oh my god, his neck. And then he's gonna like stay dead for the duration. So what does he do? Let's solo this timeline. Gets hit. Oh, we need the launcher. No solo. Nope. None of that. Here. That's what we want. So after the hit, I guess right there he could be peak. So he should be rising a little bit. Man, those joints are so rough. I gotta redo his joints. All right, let's just see what I've been able to come up with. Boom. All right. So he's got to be way closer. So I'm wondering if this guy's active. Maybe I have a parameter in here that makes it so that he doesn't collide with Hellboy. We'll name that no, or we'll just change collision. Don't want to make it no collision because he's not going through the floor. And that guy will make it so that Hellboy does not collide with friend or foe or anything really except the floor. And I want to make sure that this is in the right spot. Uppercut the enemy in the air, grab them by the leg and side. My brother and my friend Devon, they both wanted that to be a move for Hellboy. Can you guys still hear me? My controller died. Can you guys hear me now? Just wanted to make sure. My friend Devon and my brother both wanted that to be a move, like a upgrade. Like if you grab an enemy immediately after uppercutting him, you would automatically slam him to the ground, like as a move. I was like, that's super intense. Don't want sprint, don't want that. I'm trying to check this. Hell yeah, boy. Alright, now I believe the enemy is following that. So I'm wondering if I should put that closer to Hellboy. Let's try it. 1, 2. Boom. This guy needs to be in the correct position. Looking at combat player. Stun grab position. None of that. Let's move this closer. And then what do? We could change enemy stun grab position. He is the Prince of Hell. He is. Let's add another tag for enemy stun grab direction. Just so that there's no confusion. And we'll put that more behind Hellboy so that the enemies are always facing directly through him. So they should be completely facing him if they're directly in front of him. Enemy stun grab direction. All right. Boom. And we're moving. They're moving. Alright. So... why? Hellboy needs to be locked down. So I'll put a mover in the stun grab state where he will not be able to move in any direction at all. At all. I feel like I'm at that point in the stream where I'm breaking the logic. You know? And I'm going to throw all these in a chip. Make it so that there's going to be... He's achieved the power of flight. Change that to power this chip. Turn that on. His people need him. Wow, Jordan. Way to deify this enemy. Boom. Okay. The animation finished. I don't know what the... Why? No strength in Y. No strength in Y. What the fudge? Stop moving. Do I need a minimum distance? Is that what I need? I shouldn't. Oh, why is it not centered? Is it because the enemy's not centered? Oh no. I see. Nope. Yep. I wonder if I should make them non-collidable and then min distance, sure. And then I should put strength in Y. Don't fall, man. Bam. Okay, that was a little better, I think. But we also gotta turn off all of his logic, right? So that'll power this. And then if you are actively being stun grabbed, I gotta turn off all this other stuff. No procedural. Whoa, buddy. Buddy, why'd you hit me so early? Oh, because that exited. Good. Okay. So you cannot exit stun until you need also being not being stun grabbed, right? What does this do? Change the port. No port. All right. Boom. All right. But on returning, once that finishes, I'll change this to timer complete, and he should be out of stun. Boom. Looks like I'm just going for his crouch. Alright, it's consistent, and as long as it's consistent, I can tweak it. So, I think I'll end the stream here. Got a lot of foundation done for these stun grabs. I'm excited about it. I gotta make your ranged attacks do some stun damage. Boom. Why is my head... Alright, peeps. Thank you all for joining. We're just gonna kill this guy. How do I attach the tail? That is a question for Jordan Hedges. Oh, yes. Let's check that. Let's quick save. Thank you, Jordan, for reminding me. Exit. Don't want to save it online. I might save it online, Jordan, so you can check it out. Now it's sound changes, right? Whoa. Heavy. Ooh, crossbow. Hey! That's clean. That's cool, man. Like, it just... I mean, not to sound like Todd Howard, but it just works. Yeah, man. The logic is insane. And then, I'm gonna check the thermo. Only 35? You know what? I would just coat. Make sure the enemies, you can't stick them in enemies. Like, maybe there's some magic on them. Your projectiles will do damage, but bounce off. No, that's not satisfying. Oh, the tail is a few sculpts connected with ball joints, and then they're hidden. They just reference that for the physics, and Jordan actually converted a tail sculpt. Although now I kind of want to do a new tail sculpt that has like a permacurve, if you're interested, Jordan. But it uses this method that Visium, I believe, came up with. It's where you deform a painting, like a physical painting, but you use physics to make sure it doesn't use the weird painting physics. Use some preset sticking points for enemies. If you hit area, I spawn. Oh, smart. I would do a sound to when he puts it back in the belt, like a holster. You know, just like a little, and then a whoosh. I got you, buddy. I'll do that later. All right. Yes, this was a great end to a fun stream. Thank you all for joining. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you're interested in more of Jordan's work, his amazing work, go ahead and check out his channel. He has some amazing stuff. Grit, awesome original character of his. If you've not subscribed, what's going on? If you know anyone that would enjoy, then go ahead and share. And until next time. I will, if you're on the next time I stream, I'll see if I can go into more depth about how Boy's Tale works. Make sure, I guess grouping is an important thing with that setup. That's all I'll say. But bye.